We have been conditioned to view aging as a biological system failure, a cruel, unavoidable punishment that slowly strips away our usefulness. Our culture equates worth with the mindset of a 25-year-old. We idolize youth, pouring billions into industries that promise to freeze the biological clock. Yet the most consequential lives in biblical history completely invert this pattern. The heaviest, most demanding work frequently arrived long after these figures passed their physical prime. This timeline of historical milestones reveals the discrepancy. Abraham was 100 years old when his true legacy began. Moses stepped into his primary leadership role to face down an empire at 80. The trend continues across centuries. Anna, the prophetess, secured her place in history during her extreme old age. The Apostle Paul drafted his most enduring letters while his body was physically failing in a prison cell. Why would the architect of the universe consistently choose failing physical vessels to execute his most critical assignments? A declining septuagenarian possesses a specific, highly valuable asset that a peak physical 25-year-old completely lacks. Aging follows a logic found throughout the natural world, the same cyclical rhythm that governs forests, oceans, and stars. Human biology includes a necessary winter. As the body slows its outward production, it redirects energy previously used for running fast toward the capacity to see far. Young physical strength often creates an illusion of self-sufficiency. This sense of invincibility makes it remarkably difficult to genuinely rely on anything outside ourselves. This chart illustrates the law of inverse strength. As physical capacity trends downward, it crosses an intersecting line of spiritual strength trending sharply upward. Vulnerability leads to deeper reliance. We finally detach our identity from what we produce, reattaching it to who we belong to. God prioritizes this loss of self-sufficiency. It serves as the prerequisite for genuine spiritual authority. These historical leaders provide the proof of this inverse law in action. When Moses was 40 and at his physical peak, he tried to deliver his people through his own strength, resulting in murder and exile. He succeeded 40 years later as a vulnerable shepherd. Modern society measures potential by stamina and output. God measures potential by availability. In their later years, these leaders exchanged temporary physical stamina for massive reserves of wisdom, deep compassion, and genuine authority. This is the assignment shift. A divine calling does not expire when joints begin to ache. Its nature simply upgrades from a focus on doing to a focus on being. As the outer shell disintegrates, the internal fire receives the oxygen it needs to burn at maximum heat. Abraham, Moses, Anna, and Paul changed history precisely because their bodies did less. That physical limitation created the necessary vacuum for their spiritual authority to achieve more. You can reframe your own symptoms of aging. Graying hair and slowing steps are signs of a promotion. If our bodies never wore down, we would permanently attach our identities to this temporary earth. The slowing down of your body is a necessary mechanism to gently unlatch your grip from worldly accomplishments. This holy longing draws the focus forward, marking the transition toward completion and a true home. Your timeline is far from over. Like the giants before you, your spirit is being sharpened for its most critical chapter. The architect intended aging as the glorious pathway for the eternal soul, far removed from the concept of physical punishment.